So let's get straight to it. If you are still using Microsoft Word to create flowchart or architecture diagram in this age, you are not part of this conversation yet. Come, let me introduce you to two tools that make process modeling super easy. The first is draw.io, and the second, during the course of this video, I will introduce you to it. It is an AI tool that makes process modeling super easy. Now let's talk about draw.io. Draw.io is a major powerhouse for process modeling. Think about a tool that you can use to create architecture diagrams, flowcharts, or anything basically that you do with boxes, circles, or lines, or any shape at all. Now let's think about a simple process. You want to order for pizza. There are 4 steps basically for this. You choose the pizza, you add toppings, the third, you place your order, and the last, you wait for delivery. Unlike your ex, draw.io can connect things seamlessly without a fight. All you need to do is drag and drop, and everything is settled. Before I show you the next two, let's talk about the pros and cons of draw.io. The first, draw.io is free. It is very free. It's just like somebody saying, come and eat free pizza in Lekki throughout the whole day. You just go there and keep eating till you get food. You can even sleep there, keep eating the pizza, because it is free. Number 2 thing is, it is super customizable. You want to talk about font, talk about colors, you want to talk about shapes, any shape whatsoever, you will get it on draw.io. It is that easy, that customizable. And number 3, you can connect draw.io to your Google Drive, OneDrive, anything Drive, Dropbox, anything box, GitHub, anything up. It is that easy. Now let's talk about the cons. For every good part, there's a bad part. It is manual. So if you're one of the lazy folks, this is not for you, because you will create everything yourself. As you are creating the box, you are creating the line, and you are drawing the line, you are creating the circle. You are doing everything all by yourself. And number 2, if you want to create big diagrams like me, you better go and order small jobs and cook, because you may spend the whole day there. Just sit down and be doing your thing. It's going to take a long time. And number 3, there is no AI to save you. It's just like pictures. When you snap, it's the way you post you will see yourself. It's what you create you will see you. Or should I say, what you see is what you create. That's draw.io for you. Now to the next tool, eraser.io. This tool is the future of process modeling. It turns your brain dumb to flowchart or an image, a diagram, faster than your supervisor can say, deadline has been moved to tomorrow. Think of it as an intern. Intern this time around, smarter, faster, and of course, cheaper. Come, let me show you. This is eraser.io. I'm on the window right now. So what I'm just going to do is initiate this, click on the plus button and go to AI diagram. I'm just going to type create a flow for cross-border payment, and I'm just going to initiate this right away. And let's watch it do the magic. Now it's doing it. I mentioned it that before your boss would say deadline had been moved, it's done. And if we scroll down, we can see that this guy is really done. Yeah, so we have initiate payment, verify sender, okay, check account balance, and check account balance if there's sufficient fund or not. You can see the decision. If there's no sufficient fund, it's going to terminate this there. If there's sufficient fund, you're just moving it on, checking currency conversion, calculating fees and authorization, and blah blah blah, notify sender, notify recipient, and complete payment. The beautiful thing about this tool is you can modify this. You can decide to create your thing yourself, create from scratch, and you can also create from templates that are here. So you see diagram as a code, you can just go ahead to click. Maybe it's a flow chart you want, you add the flow chart. If it is maybe a cloud architecture, you get that. If it is anything, yeah, the diagram, maybe you're a relationship diagram person, you would work on the DB, and you can get that sorted yourself. And there are about 100 catalogs, over 100 catalogs that we have here, depending on what you want to do. So I can just select the one for Uber. I will see, okay, so we have the trip here right away. Just go to this to explore. You are going to love it. It has everything you need, virtually everything you need for process modeling. And you can see the layout. You see that it is so appealing to look at. It's so beautiful, and it's just the right tool for you. It is. Let's look at the pros and cons of eraser.io. The first is it is AI powered. Just type in whatever you want and boom, you get your result. The second is it is fast. It is super fast. It makes you feel like a time traveler, just move from one place to another like the Flash. And the third one is it is beginner friendly. Even your tech averse colleague, friends can use it. And lastly, it makes you focus on ideas and not just dragging boxes all around or moving circles from one place to another. So it is super efficient. So for the bad part, customization somehow is not as smooth as raw.io. And the second one is AI is not perfect. So garbage input, garbage flowchart. Don't blame the two. And lastly, it is not free. So if you want to continue using the AI tool, you need to make payment for it. So those are the three things. And now let's look at the summary of all the three guys that we've talked about. So I have the comparison here between the three guys, draw.io, eraser.io, and Microsoft Word. So if you're using Microsoft Word for word processing, I think that's good. Office is great for word processing. For process modeling, you can consider using Microsoft Visio. I think that's a good tool also. But for me, I think the .io guys are smarter, they're faster. So if you look at the cost, .io is free, eraser.io is free, but you have the paid version of it. Office, Microsoft Word is free, and you also have paid version depending on what plan you're on. And looking at the speed, .io is moderate, eraser.io is super fast, and using Microsoft Word for process modeling is painfully slow. And looking at the customization, you see .io is high. You can customize it, as mentioned previously. Eraser.io customization is a bit moderate. Sometimes you struggle with some things on it if you want to create those things yourself. And for Microsoft Word, it doesn't exist. There's no customization for process modeling on it. And eraser.io is extremely easy. .io is easy. Microsoft Office for this thing is a no-no. And draw.io is best for detailed diagram. Eraser.io, quick process modeling. If you want to do it so fast, you use that too. And Microsoft Word for process modeling is like you torturing yourself. It's best for torturing yourself. So if you want to go for a date just to torture yourself, I think you can consider Microsoft Word for process modeling. All the tools are great for different things. If you want to use draw.io, you have full control over what you're doing, right? And you can customize the way you want to customize it. Eraser.io, if you want it super fast, perhaps you're in the middle of a conversation and you just need to quickly generate a flow chart, or you just want to have a preliminary view of what the process you want to describe or design is going to look like. You can use eraser.io and continue working on it, even right on eraser.io, or you move it to draw.io. And for Microsoft Word, it is good for word processing. Don't torture yourself using Microsoft Word for process modeling. It's better you create the process on the other tools, draw.io, eraser.io, and copy as image, paste in your Word document to show, okay, this is the process for this, this is the process for this. It makes your work super fast and super efficient. Do not torture yourself with the OG. See you in the next one.